house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother Canada 3 updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is Emily, aka Emma Diane. I'm not sure if I said that right. If I didn't, I apologize. But she's getting really excited for Big Brother 17, and I am too. You always know that it's close when Big Brother Canada starts because there's not much time between the time that Big Brother Canada ends and Big Brother US starts. So that's pretty exciting. But let's jump right into where we left off yesterday. They had the Power Veto competition. The host was Jordan. And just as a reminder, the players, the HOH Bobby, the two nominees, Brittany and Kevin, and the three extra players, Johnny, Godfrey, and Willow. So we haven't, or at least I haven't heard too much about what this competition actually entails yet. I gather that it was very physical, very physically demanding, and kind of like scary. I don't know. But the winner was Kevin. So he really saved his butt. Obviously, I'm assuming he's going to use it on himself. So pretty much right after the feeds came back, Bobby pulls Cindy aside and he's like, yeah, you're going to be the replacement nominee. So yeah. And of course, his reasoning was the only phrase that we've heard come out of his mouth this week. This is gonna leave the least amount of blood on my hands, blah, 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 blood, hands, hand blood. Yeah, so Cindy immediately goes into self-preservation mode. She's ready to, like, make some moves. So she starts out by clearing the air with Godfrey. She's telling him, look, I did not throw your name out there as in I would put you up if I was HOH, because she was like, yeah, people like Godfrey and Greg need to go up. They're big physical threats. What she was saying, supposedly, was that she would want to put up two strong guys. She did not intend to throw specific names out there, and she said that she regretted saying that. So she tells Godfrey that Greg is the one who's stirring crap up, and Godfrey's like, you need to expose him to everyone. That would be awesome. So I'm not really sure if Godfrey actually wants Greg to be in trouble, or if he's just doing his thing that he was talking about in the pre-show interviews where he was saying he really wants to, like, make the drama happen, you know, be an instigator. But Godfrey then goes and talks to Bobby, and he kind of throws Greg under the bus. So I'm kind of wondering what the deal is with that. But he's like, yeah, Greg has brought up your name before, Bobby. You should be looking out for him. But then, it's even more interesting, Godfrey goes and talks to Greg about all this stuff, and Greg's just like, whoa, I'm not saying those things. People are just trying to cause fights. They just want us to fight it out. So they talk about all their stuff. They kind of, like, smooth things over. Of course, it ends with a, good talk, bro, good talk. Then Cindy, it's her turn to talk to Greg, and she apologizes to him for throwing his name out there. And because Cindy is not a guy, he's like, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to trust you again, so, like, we'll see, but, like, you really hurt me and broke my trust. So, of course, there's no good talk bro after that one. Alright, so, it looks like there are some cracks in the Chop Shop already. This is so, what was that alliance last season? Not Moving Company, Bomb Squad. This is so Bomb Squad. It has Bomb Squad written all over it. So I'm not thinking that this alliance is going to last very long. Greg was talking to Zach, and he's feeling really worried about Willow. He thinks that she's playing both sides. And I'm guessing at this point both sides means guys and girls, because that's the only real, like, side split I see there. And he's kind of right. She is trying to play both sides. She even said to, I think, Bobby, like, I need to chill it out and, like, stop hanging out with one of the sides, you know, because she's going to get herself in trouble. But Zach is like, no, what? It's fine as long as she sticks with us when she has to actually make the decision. So we'll see. I don't know. You know, Greg is really paranoid, so he could be tearing that alliance apart. But then Zach was talking to Jordan in the storage room and telling him all about the Chop Shop. He's like, you're good with the Chop Shop, don't worry about it. And then they were laughing about how dumb Greg is. Apparently, he was missing, like, his red shirt or something and, like, maybe one other item. I don't know if it was, like, a water bottle or what, but he's like, oh my god, this must be part of a task. Like, somebody's taking our stuff. No, Greg, I think you just misplaced it. But anyway, Zach and Jordan were also discussing that they do need to look out for Willow because she's all over the place right now. She's literally just like, so they're gonna look out for her. But let's talk about Cindy again. She is really hustling at this point. She hasn't even been nominated, but she is working hard to stay in the game. So her main selling point that she's telling people, she's like, you need to keep me next week because if I'm still in the house, I'm going to be one of the bigger targets, so they won't be coming after you. This is a pretty good point that she's making. She's like, if Brittany is still in the house, who's going to be the target? It's not going to be Brittany. It's going to be one of you guys. So everyone is just like, yeah, I'm going to vote with the house, and I'll get back to you, which pretty much always means I'm voting you out. So doesn't look so good for Cindy right now, and I'm just wondering, is Brittany even alive? I get that she's on slop and she's got very low energy, but she is seriously like Mope City right now. I don't even know if she's playing the game. But today, this morning, Bruno, Greg, and Bobby were in the hot tub. I actually came up with a nickname for them, which I probably shouldn't say. Let's just say the second, it's 2 words. Let's play charades. The second word is click. The first word rhymes with click, starts with a D. I'll let you do the math. But yeah, they're just, they're all like He-Man woman haters. I don't know. I can't deal with it. It's just annoying. But they're in the hot tub. They're discussing their gameplay. They're like, yeah, Cindy's totally gone this week. We got this game on lock. And they're talking about their next targets already. They're thinking next week they should go after Neha because she wants to put up 2 strong guys. And, of course, they feel really threatened by Johnny because he has a wonderful social game. So they're like, Neha and Johnny, they gotta go. And also, they're thinking we gotta keep Willow and Ashley as close as possible because we don't need them like defecting to the girls' side. So they're gonna be keeping an eye on them. Also today, Willow had multiple breakdowns. The second one was understandable, but the first one was freaking ridiculous. So all day they were doing diary room sessions about yesterday's veto competition, and we know this because they had to like put the outfits back on. So they were calling them into the diary room. Willow gets called in, and then she comes out not long after with the batteries to pass out to everyone to put in their microphone packs. She starts crying. She's like, I thought that they were calling me in for a diary room session, but it was just for the batteries. And she was like, I want them to love me. So she was just like upset that she's not getting her diary room time. She wants that airtime. And I'm just thinking like, what are you doing? You're here for the game, aren't you? Ugh, get over it. But anyway, not long after that, the feeds were down for about 2 hours this afternoon. I think it was like 1:30 to 3:30 or something along those lines, but it was for a special task. So the house guests had to rank each other. It was kind of like a senior class superlatives thing. There was like most intelligent, beauty, they were ranking on beauty, annoyingness. I think there was one that was like who would have the most people show up at their funeral or something. I don't know. All this stuff. So it was very revealing how the house guests feel about each other. So because they went through this trauma, they won themselves a pool party, which means booze. Yay! But this brought on Willow's second breakdown. She was really upset because I guess she was voted most irritating, and she was also not happy about her position on the beauty list. I guess it wasn't high enough for her. Ouch. But yeah, so I believe they had the pool party today, but I like had a life today and went out this evening, so I will be talking about that tomorrow. So make sure you guys check it out. I've heard it was pretty entertaining, so it's gonna be good. So let me know what you guys thought of today's update. Do you think that Cindy is really going on the block? I don't know if the power veto ceremony is tomorrow or Monday, but we'll see. So until tomorrow, much love.